everyone, I know this is exactly what you all have been waiting for, but this is my first video that will be posted onto my YouTube channel. And so if you all would please go like, subscribe, and comment under K's Creative Cuisines, that would be greatly appreciated. Today I am going to show you all how to make one of my favorite dishes. So it's going to be a spinach and cheese stuffed chicken breast. And the outside, I'm going to season my chicken breast with garlic and fresh herbs, and then I'm going to make homemade roasted garlic mashed potatoes with red potatoes, and then I am going to make a red onion and yellow and green squash sauteed. So stay tuned, and I'm just starting to get some items prepped so you all don't have to watch me stand here and talk for the next couple of hours, but I hope you all enjoy. So right now I have cut my potatoes in half, and that just makes them cook a little faster than if they were whole and they were going into the water. And then I also have some water here boiling, and I just added some kosher salt, just that way when I whip up my potatoes with everything else, I don't have to add extra salt or seasoning to them. Today, these are the potatoes that I am using. They are called the Private Selection Petite Red Gourmet Potatoes. I like this brand, and I like these red potatoes as opposed to your traditional Idaho potatoes because they are creamy. They are light, sorry, and I just really like this brand. So you can, and then they are pre-washed and you don't have to peel them and things like that. But I just really like this brand. I also have gotten their yellow Yukon Gold potatoes as well, and they are very good too. So, and I got these at Kroger, and I think they're like $2.99 a bag. And then next I'm going to just put my potatoes into my pot once my water starts to boil a little more, and then I have some fresh herbs that I'm going to I am going to be dicing up for my chicken. So I have some parsley, I have some sage, some rosemary, some thyme, and then I also have some fresh garlic. And so inside of my oven right now, I have a entire clove of garlic. I just chopped the top end off, and I wrapped it in some aluminum foil, and I put it in I put some extra virgin olive oil in there just so that the garlic can roast while I'm prepping everything else. So when it's time to whip up those potatoes, it'll be perfectly roasted. Stay tuned. So for this portion, I'm just making my the garlic herb mixture for my chicken. I cheated a little bit, and I told y'all about my amazing chopper that I have had for years. So you see how it chopped my garlic up for me? So I just got, right now I have some parsley, some Italian parsley in here. It's the curly kind, you know, because curly is always better. And then I'm just going to take some thyme, some fresh thyme, and some rosemary. I'm going to add it to my chopper so it can chop all of my herbs together, blend them up together, and season my chicken. One thing that I really hate is unseasoned food or like under-seasoned food. So whenever I cook, I use, you know, fresh herbs, fresh garlic, things like that. Sometimes I use dried herbs too, depending on what I'm making, but fresh herb is always key, guys. Like, it really helps add flavor to your dish. and it brings, like, you know, if you have chicken or beef or pork, or I don't really eat much pork, but you know, you guys get the point. If you have, you know, things like that, it really brings out the natural flavors in whatever you're making. So don't hesitate to grab some fresh parsley, some fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, you know, chives for your mashed potatoes, things like that, because they will definitely help the flavor aspect of your dish. And everybody at your next dinner party is going to be like, oh my God, this is so good. Who taught you this? You know, you could say Chef a little bit. Chef Kayla taught y'all via her YouTube channel. So when you all are cooking, I mean, of course you have recipes that, and I'll give you all some tips and some recipes and things like that along the way. But I normally just add, you know, I have three chicken breasts that are kind of thick. I normally just go with the flow and, you know, add however much I think I should be adding. I'm really not big on measuring my herbs and things like that, not all the time. Now, if I'm making something new and I'm not quite sure how things are going to, you know, affect the flavor and things like that, of course, I'll get out my handy dandy measuring spoons and cups and we'll go to work. But if it's something that I've made before, which I have made this before, I'm just kind of tweaking some things based off my liking and such. So we've got some good thyme leaves down here. They were trying to hide these from me. And I don't know about y'all, but I love the smell of fresh rosemary and fresh thyme. It just puts me in a good mood. Puts me in a better mood than I'm already in. Most of the time I'm always in a good mood, but fresh herbs put me in a good mood. So I think I'm gonna add some sage too. I wasn't going to, but what the heck, it'll help get this chicken jumping. Y'all have to excuse me, I'm really corny sometimes, but hey, who isn't? So as far as my time, I'm going to give my chopper a break, and I'm just going to take 3 leaves and I'm going to roll them up together. I'm going to attempt to roll them up together. And we're just going to chop them so that they come out as little ribbons. Voila, little ribbons. And then I'm just going to add that to my chopper, just so that everything is all mixed together as such. Gave my cutting board a little rinsey rinse. And I'm going to, oh no, put the top on my chopper. Once it's fit, I'm going to put it back up. And then you just want to give it a few pulses until it's all mixed up together nicely. I'm going to grab a spatula So now I'm just gonna give it a good mix. It looks all mixed together, but we just want to be sure of it. Oh my god, y'all, this smells amazing. So remember, I used about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic, nice sized cloves of garlic. I used a bunch of curly Italian parsley. I used a handful of fresh rosemary and about a teaspoon or so of fresh thyme, maybe 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. And I'll just let my mixer go to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a storage bag, and then I'm just going to, and then you never want to let the good stuff go down the drain, literally, because this is about to go in the sink. You just want to, you know, get out as much as you can. Now, like, don't go to any extremes trying to get the stuff out, because y'all see the crevices. It is like pulling teeth trying to get the stuff out of here. But you want to make sure that your fresh herbs are not being wasted. I'm just gonna dump this into my bag, and then it's just gonna sit here and hang out until I am ready to put my chicken in here.